So I intend to do some films soon highlighting the work of men in the world and the vital work that men do in the world in so many areas. I don't believe that the work of men is illustrated very much. We don't seem to pay attention to the various forms of work that men do in the world, which are absolutely vital. And I think it should be illustrated and highlighted. And so I intend to do some videos soon covering the work that men do in the world. So I'll start just a little bit now. And I'm thinking of food to begin with. I'm thinking of farming, for example. So the food in my fridge and in my larder, pretty much all of the food that I have is the product of the work of men. So the chicken in my fridge, the cheese, the milk, all of these things come from the work of men in particular, most generally. I think that the work of men in the world in making society work should be acknowledged and recognized, and it should be praised, basically. It is phenomenal, the work that men do. So I don't think attention is paid to this at all from people. So I'm in my house now, and sometimes I go out to go to the shops, and I walk on pavements, and I cross roads, and I go to the shops and buy the food, and the food comes from farms, a lot of it, and factories and whatever. And all of these things are the product of the work of men. And it is amazing the range of work that men do to make our lives possible. So I'm thinking of my fridge, for example, and the food in the fridge and milk and the cheese. All of this stuff is a product of the work of men. And I'm thinking there's a lot of where I have rice and pasta and cereal. A lot of these things come from farms which are run by men. And men produce almost all of the food that we eat in society. And this isn't any kind of competition or anything with women. This is simply pointing out a reality that's never recognized and never praised. And I'm thinking about the roads that I walk down when I go to the shops or whatever. And then the shops itself, the roads, the pavements, all constructed by men. And it is amazing the range of work that men accomplish in our lives to make our lives comfortable and functional. I think of the traffic lights. I think of all the cars on the roads. I think of the fuel that the cars use. Where does the fuel come from? It comes from oil refineries or whatever. And oil is extracted from deep underground by all kinds of factories and whatever, and is run by men. And it is incredible the range of work that men accomplish in our lives. And this work is never recognized, never acknowledged. And I think that's wrong. I think that we should recognize how much work men do in the world to make our lives possible. So it is kind of amazing how things work and how much we have going for us because of the work of men.